enemies come flooding back, hit different. Coming from a bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, not my worry about what he do. Cause nowadays all the niggas to be seafood. I always said this is that I'm staying around people. Finding my own path like I'm not.
Good day, good evening to each and every one. Happy Sunday. It's a boy GFC Gov. I'm back with another video for you guys today. Today we're gonna do a little Premier League show and talk a little bit about the Premier League. Overall what we're looking forward to for the Premier League season. It's right around the corner. The Premier League is less than a month away right now, to be honest. So a lot of teams are doing a lot of business. Included my beloved Chelsea. So let's see, what's going on in the latest news of the Premier League this season. Players being coming out and saying a lot of good stuff. Euro have started his first game for Manchester United yesterday with a 2-0 victory over Rangers. And Arsenal play behind closed door game. And I think who else is playing? I think Tottenham played, and big up, my bro. Indefinite is in the building, bright and early, man. Big up, my bro. Before I even get into the Premier League, man, I want to say to you, man, congratulations, because you were right. I thought Colombia would have taken it, but overall, congratulations for the victory, because I haven't do a stream, I think, since then. I do videos, but not a stream because of work duty. It was a busy week last week, so I want to say congratulations, man. Congratulations. You did it. Probably one of the first nation to ever do 3 in a row. You win the Copa America, then the World Cup, and then the Copa America to seal it off. Historical moment, bro. Thank you. Yeah, so Lenny Euro started his first game for Manchester United. I'm gonna say something that I noticed, before I even get deeper into conversation. I realized that I saw everyone is putting up the Manchester United, their favorite starting 11 with all those young players. And why when Chelsea do the same thing? It's a debate or a topic. I see that the front forward, Manchester United building a young team. Well, Chelsea is doing the same thing. But the Manchester United one should be accepted. But why not the Chelsea? The notorious Tash is in the building. Happy Sunday. So I want to ask this question. Why? What's the difference between what Chelsea is doing and what Manchester United is trying to do? I don't see the difference. I want to know why. What's the difference? Yeah, I saw the news about Mason Mount that they're willing to sell him, but the rumors that's coming out again after that, they're saying that he's a part of their plan. But I don't think that he is a part of their plan, to be quite honest. Because if they get Ugarte, and right now they're still struggling to get Amrabat, they don't want to pay the 20 million. They're trying to get Amrabat on a smaller fee. But if they do get Ugarte, with Mason Mount, where Mason Mount's gonna play. So that's that, because Kobe Manu is a definitely stay in that midfield, and I definitely know that probably Casemiro gonna leave. But that only leave probably one spot, and depends on how they want to play. So that spot, could be Mason Mount. Depends. We just have to wait and see how. No, Bruno Fernandes. Sorry, Bruno Fernandes. So if Bruno stay, that spot will more likely be Bruno. So Mason Mount probably be a rotated player. If it's correct, because it's Manchester United, and they're one of the biggest clubs in the world, regardless if we want to say it or not, and depth is very important for big club, just like Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle, Tottenham, the big six. A lot of these big teams, Manchester City, a big squad is very important, especially this upcoming season for the ones that's going to play in the FIFA World Cup. It's going to be a big task for everyone in the Premier League, especially the likes of Chelsea and Man City, and I think Liverpool. And Liverpool, I think, qualify for that too. So it's gonna be a long season. A lot of games gonna be played for those three teams mainly. So they definitely have to make sure they have a good squad, for the rotation for the upcoming season. If not, we all know that players gonna be burned out by the time they reach to the Club World Cup. So it's gonna be very interesting to see, what these three teams gonna do required to the season. And then Chelsea gonna play Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Saturday. So definitely, they're you're gonna need a good squad, you know. But so far though, the Rangers game, Euro, I want to see more of a test against a bigger team, opponent. But the Premier League ain't no walkover anyway. But so far so good. He looks really solid, and he look like he got a little bit of speed, and he can read the game well. So it's a good signing for Manchester United. Not taking anything away from them, because when Chelsea was linked with a player, a couple months back ago, then I started to watch a lot of games. Started doing my own little scouting, and so what I see, it wasn't that bad, but it's still got development to make. As every other young players, development is going to be key for them, but he can end up being one of the best defenders in the world in the upcoming years. Let us see what happened. But I think Levi Colwell is a little bit further ahead in development, in my humble opinion, not because of he's a Chelsea boy, but definitely he seems like he's more capable of doing the bits and pieces in my opinion. But it's not that bad though. It's not that bad of a deal. But for right now, with Mason Mount, let us see what happened. Let us see what happened, because Mason Mount last season, the injury didn't help his career at all. If he can come back to his best, none of us know. So we just have to wait and see what definitely gonna happen with his part. But for right now, Mason Mount seems like he's gonna be just a squad player for Manchester United. So we got a lot of news popping all over. Chelsea have been linked with Gabriel, the young kid from Brazil, the next wonder kid from Brazil. How many wonder kids that Chelsea gonna be linked with? There's a lot going on right now with these wonder kids that Chelsea have been linked with. So this one say breaking news: Manchester United are willing to sell Mason Mount this summer. So we all know that go. Mason Mount is definitely on the chopping board. And then the next news that I want to talk about is Everton Football Club. What's really going on with Everton, because Everton is a big hitter in the Premier League. For many many years, they probably haven't won any titles and all of that, but they're one of the mainstayer in the Premier League for many many years. And for right now, what's going on at Everton? And they definitely need the cash. And right now, they're saying that they're not. You know, thinking of selling Brent Way to Manchester United at least for this summer. They're trying to hold on to the player at least. This summer. And probably next summer. But if Manchester United get both of these young defenders, they're gonna be a house to hold to recommend for many many years, because like it or not, Brantwell is very good defender. And he partner up with that new kid on the block, that set them for many many years. And that's one thing I like with Manchester United transfer policy. They they already hit some of their main target. so far, because what they did, they go for a defender, they already got a striker, and now they're looking for a defensive midfielder. That's like a spine. That's like a new spine they're building. And that's where you build a squad from. And that's what I think Chelsea lack, because they should have went for a spine first, and build a spine, and then fill in the spines. But for what Manchester United is what they're looking for so far in the different in the market, it's not that bad, to be quite honest. They look really, really, really good. And this is the last topic on Manchester United, because we got a few more teams to talk about. And as I said, Manchester United seems like they're gonna be, if the manager get it right, they can be very, very, very unpredictable this upcoming campaign. Regardless of what we think of the manager, but for me, Manchester United definitely can cause some big, big problems in the upcoming season. Doesn't matter what the manager is, because we all know the manager can play good football. I just don't know why he stick to that negative type of playing last season. But we all know that he is a winning manager, because he showed in his 2 seasons that it's there that he can win trophies. He win trophies in both of his 2 seasons. So that to show you he is a winning manager. So I wouldn't put nothing against Manchester United, to be quite honest, if the manager changes his philosophy and stick and go back to roots. They can definitely cause some upset in the Premier League this upcoming season. Arsenal. We move on to Arsenal. Arsenal seems like they finally get the deal of Calafiori over the line. Fees already agreed. They're just waiting on Bologna to finalize, how they're gonna do the transaction with the team from Switzerland. I think Basel. I think because Basel get 50% of that fee, and Basel have to pay another 50%, another 50% of that one to someone else. So you know, it's a merry-go-round when it come on to the to the that oh, indefinite. Yeah, bro. That's just the fact though, because the main thing, man, is to grab a spine. To complete a team. You definitely need a spine. We're gonna talk about one spine that we definitely, think that probably if he come to back to England, we're gonna regret is N'Golo Kante. Because N'Golo Kante have been linked with West Ham United, and also today I saw an article where they're saying that Barcelona are trying to convince Conte to leave the Saudi Pro League to come back to Europe. So there's a lot of team right now is trying to get N'Golo Conte back to Europe. It's just right now it's just unfortunate for us that we would already have him, under our wings, and we will let him go. Players with experience, as you say right there, bro, player with experience, and Conte would have bring that experience to us. If we kept Conte, honestly, I think that we would have finished higher up in the table last season. We probably would have been in the Champions League, because that's where we lacked last season. Because when Caicedo started kicking, it was too late. And having a Conte kick in from day one, in the season, that would have gave us at least 9 to 10 points, extra. So you could have looked at us probably finished third, or probably finished third, or somewhere close in that aspect, or fourth. But we would have been in the conversation for the Champions League, with just that one player. So that to show you where we're lacking. We were lacking that definitely driving force, experienced player, and Conte would have bring that experience to the team. Conte is such a legend. I don't think he would have betrayed Chelsea like that. I think he would more likely go to Barcelona. I don't think he would go to West Ham United. But Conte is just such a nice guy. That's just a problem though. But Conte is just such a nice guy that if the West Ham United board, go in and talk to him, with and can convince him, Conte is just such a nice guy that he will never like, Conte don't like to say no. If you notice the person who Conte is, he always trying to help in every situation because he's just such a nice guy. So, I can't even say that he probably wouldn't go, because the money don't really matter to Conte. Conte is that type of player. The money is not an issue for him. He don't really care much about the money. He's just the type of person that just want to play a game. Just want to be the best person that he can be. So you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that he probably wouldn't, because even if he would, go to West Ham, like I wouldn't even blame him, to be quite honest, because of the way how we didn't he already willing to sign the contract. Then we didn't bother offer him the contract, and then Saudi come in because their owners was trying to go cheap on the wages. But Conte wages was something that you should have willing to pay. Look at Ben Chilwell. You should have at least cut ties with Ben Chilwell and keep Conte, to be quite honest. That's just my belief. Because if you're willing to pay Ben Chilwell that high wages, you could have kept Conte with that high wages, and didn't offer Ben Chilwell that high wages that you did offer him. Because if you put both Conte and Ben Chilwell together, right, and you put out there and said both players are for sale, I'm 100% guarantee that even if you want to move from the high wages, N'Golo Kante would have been sold 10 times over Ben Chilwell. So you have N'Golo Kante on the high wages, give him a new contract, and a new 2-year contract. And I definitely know that this season, where you say your Caicedo and these players already acquaint themselves into the team, and they're starting to perform, and you said, okay, we're going to put Conte and Ben Chilwell up for sale. Conte would have been the one that will sell 15 or 20 times, even before someone definitely said, I'm going to take Ben Chilwell on this high wages. Every club on this planet would have taken N'Golo Kante. Doesn't matter the wages, to be honest, in my humble opinion. So I think that Conte is the key player, and I keep on said it, and I'm gonna keep on repeat myself. Conte is the player that we should have kept last season. Conte is the man. He was the man, to be honest. He is a legend. As my bro Indefinite say, man, Conte is a legend, man. This man is a legend. We all saw what Conte did in the Euros, and there's no doubt about it. What Conte did in the Euros is unprecedented, because Conte went over to Saudi Arabia. Everyone thought that Conte's career was done and over with, and every single game that Conte played in that Euros, you have to say that he is one of the players that nominated for man of the match. He got 2 back-to-back or 3 back-to-back man in the match award. If it wasn't for that goalkeeper, I think that make about 15 to 16 saves, he would have won 3 back-to-back men in the match in the group stages. So that to show you the type of player that Conte is. Conte is a legend, man. That's one of a kind midfielder. You will never find another midfielder like Conte for right now. The Conte name should go down among some of the greatest of all times. And not because he represents Chelsea, but what he done for football in general. Conte name need to be, remembered for generation and generation in this game. If we all to be honest, like what Conte done, we never see any other player to be doing what he do. I know that they named the role of Claude Makelele, but I think Conte surpassed Claude Makelele in his in this near our near or wide generation that we anywhere we want to put it. I think that he is a generational talent, but not the talent that we all want to look at, the eye test, a player with flares and skills and tricks and whatever you want to put it at. But Conte brings something different to this beautiful game that we all love. What Conte bring to this game, like I haven't seen any midfielder done what Conte done. And that's why I stuck on Conte for the last 2 or 3 minutes, because this man is a legend. This man is a generational talent. Doesn't matter what you want to say. If you want to say Messi and Ronaldo is the GOAT, but I can say Conte is the GOAT in his part that he play on the pitch. He is a GOAT. And I don't think that we're going to ever see another midfielder that can do what Conte do, both on and off the ball, and on the pitch and off the pitch. You will never find a nicer guy. That's just N'Golo Conte right there. He's just a legend, man. Just a legend. Just a legend. A legend of the game. N'Golo Conte he is honestly, he single-handedly bring France. When Kylian Mbappe was off his whatever you want to call it, he wasn't playing that well. Conte was the one that was bringing France. So I want to say, man, big up to N'Golo Conte, man. Big up, big up. You're a legend, bro. Anywhere you go, I'll fully back you and support you, because you are a legend, man. You are a legend of the game, and money don't phrase you. That's the thing I love about Conte. He don't worry about the money, man. He just want to be happy, and that man is just a true legend. So Arsenal seems that they wrap up the deal for Calafiori, as I said earlier. But would he be the final, pieces of that jigsaw? Would he be the final pieces that Arsenal need to cross the line? Would Calafiori be the man that to help Arsenal take down Manchester City? None of us know what's going to happen, but he is a good signing, because I saw him in the Euros and I've watched a few games before the Euros, and he seems like he's a very decent player. To be quite honest, he was one of them that definitely bring his nation on his back, honestly, because you can see the big difference when he was out of that final game, for Spain, for Italy, that they lost. You can see that he make a big difference. So he's a good player, and Italy know to produce good defenders over the years, generation and generation of worldwide known defenders. We can go on to Maldini and all of these talented defenders that come through the Italian ranks. So Italy knew to produce good defenders, and I think that he's gonna be one of the defenders that for the next couple of years, name's gonna be all over. But for me, I think that if Arsenal don't win the title this season, I think that a lot of their talented attacking players, probably look a way out or move on, because I think they will get panicked. They probably will panic, and start to sell and start to rebuild again. So I think that this have to be Arsenal year. If Arsenal really want to stamp their mark, and surpass Liverpool or come close to Liverpool, I think that this have to be their year, because this is the year that I see Manchester City, gonna really fight, to keep all of their title reign. So I think this would be the year for any team that really want to challenge Manchester City, for the Premier League title. I think this have to be the year, because Manchester City definitely gonna have to get themselves, rebuild, regardless they like it or not. Not really said a rebuild, but they got few players that they're gonna definitely have to replace. Edison right now seems like he's through the door. He's like 80% through the door. Kevin De Bruyne, still, future still up in the air. None of us know where he's gonna go. I see Oscar Bob today linked with Chelsea. That's another young prospect player that they got coming through their rank. So I saw him linked with Chelsea today. So I'm not sure how true that link is, but that to show you that Manchester City, gonna have to probably dip into the market and get few players through the door. So if Manchester City lose all these players, it's gonna be definitely one to look out for. Even if they replace it with talent, it's gonna take a while for them to get used to Pep way of playing, because we all see Nunes went over there from Wolverhampton, and we all see that he struggled to get game time, and we all see that Kovacic go over there, even though in the latter part he was like in and out in the team, because he still have to get used to the Pep way. We see Kevin Phillips go there, he struggle, who else? See, Alvarez right now seems like he want out because he want to be the main man. So it's a lot that's probably gonna go on, to in Manchester City. So this will be the time, to capitalize on their downfall, or their job a little bit, because we all know that Manchester City never start the season well. They always take a while to get into rhythm. It's just the part of the season that everyone fail, to get in their rhythm is the last quarter of the season. That's when Manchester City is more dangerous. So if Manchester City, I don't think that this season is the season that they're gonna find. It's gonna be a season where they're definitely not gonna find that last quarter. To go for the title. To be quite honest, and I think this will be the time. This will be the time that anyone want to, or less when Pep Guardiola leave. Then that is a different story. When Pep Guardiola leave, then that would be a different story. But I'm gonna ask everyone in the chat who you think will win the Premier League title this upcoming season. This is something that I really want to throw out there. Who you guys think that's gonna win the Premier League season? Because today we saw Christopher Nkunku come out and he was saying about the it's nice to work under Enzo Maresca, and the way how he wanted us to play. If all the players get it, we will have a good season, and that's what I want to hear, at least as a Chelsea fan. You know, then another news was come out about Chelsea. While I'm at Chelsea, let me talk about Chelsea for a little bit. We saw Andre Santos is on his way back to big up Andy, big up, bro. It's a long time I haven't seen you, bro. Big up, Andy. Andy said Arsenal must win the Premier League season. That's what I'm saying. Arsenal definitely have to win this Premier League season, man. If they don't win this Premier League season, I don't think they would ever have a chance to win it again. And I have my reason why I said that, because I think that much as everyone is writing Chelsea off, I think Chelsea and Manchester United are the next two teams that's going to be on the rise. I think I honestly, deep down inside of me, I think that Chelsea and Manchester United are going to be the two surprise team. To be honest, I think definitely this season is gonna be a season where Chelsea and Manchester United probably gonna be the big surprise package. Big up Dante, thank you for being here, Dante. I really appreciate it, bro. Dante saying hello to everyone. Arteta problem. Arteta biggest problem is he started off trying to be too much like Pep, and then what he done last season, he changes his format, and he try to reserve his team for the final quarter of the season, and that's what I think that his team didn't know how to adapt back to where they were last season, because we saw in some games they were blowing teams away in December to January, they were blowing team out of the water. But if you notice, they start off the season the season not playing that high press like they normally used to play. And I think that one of the main problem is, they're trying to do something similar like Manchester City. So I think that if Arteta is trying to be himself, I think that they could have won the title last season. In my humble opinion, I think he's trying to be too much like Manchester City, because Manchester City normally start off slow and then blow you away from December till the end of the season. And that's what I think Arteta did try, but it didn't work, because sometimes it's hard to beat a master of their own game. And Guardiola is the master of his own his own game. Yeah, Manchester Manchester City will definitely be hard to beat. 100% agree with you. But the thing is, I think that it's gonna be a time where if you notice the last couple of seasons overall, they struggle to cross the line. Or it was a close call for them to cross the line. I don't think Lady Luck gonna be that generous at all times. I think that Lady Luck will expire. I think that Lady Luck will expire probably this season. If they don't have a good start, I think Lady Luck will expire. It's just who, willing to take the mentor on. But I think that Arsenal, if they don't do it, honestly, if Manchester United can get, their signing that they really need, the spine that they're building, and if Chelsea players, willing to start the season that they start, the way they start, I think Chelsea can definitely, be up there into contention. You can call me delusional or whatever, but I think that we're gonna have a good. Big up, John. Big up, bro. Big up, bro. I know you say you got a stream. Follow me on Twitter. If you follow me on X, we can link up over there. And let me know what time you start your show. So big up, bro. Big up, big up, big up. If Man City get charged, then Arsenal probably. Okay, Dante. Okay, Dante. But the thing is, though, it takes too long. I think they're holding out because I think Pep Guardiola definitely leave. This is his last season. I think that he definitely gonna leave. He definitely gonna leave the Premier League this upcoming after the end of the season. I think this is his last. I think that he definitely don't want to get caught up with that charge. I think he want to probably leave before the result, the result come out. I definitely think that he definitely gonna leave. I think this is his last. I think this is his last year. Honestly, if I want to be honest here, I think that after this season we won't see Pep Guardiola in the Premier League again. I don't think he's gonna sign a new contract, to be honest. As I said earlier, bro, big up, bro, big up. Follow me on X. Follow me on X so we can link up. He needs sugar. I think the sugar will run out, man. I think sugar can help Pep Guardiola again or Mikel Arteta, because I definitely think that the upwards right now for the league right now, I think it would be Chelsea and Man U. I think those two teams gonna be a big surprise package this season, in my humble opinion. That's just my opinion, though. From Andy here, Manchester United new sign. Oh, a striker and a left back. I think they already signed a striker. Zertz is a striker, I think. So I think they already signed a striker, but the left back, I don't know. If they do sign a left back, that's another. I don't think either, because if they get Delit, Martinez, the defender, he can play as a left back too, and that's where the manager used to use him when they were both at Ajax. So I think that it's definitely it definitely is. They definitely can put him out there if he get De Ligt through the door, because he will have a definitely good back four there. Lenny Euro, yeah, Lenny Euro, he played the right side. De Ligt can play the left side, and Martinez will play the left. But their biggest problem is the right back. Dilo is not that too bad. Wan-Bissaka seems like he's leaving. Not sure where he's gonna go yet, if he's going back to Crystal Palace or Fulham, but he's been linked around, for $15 million. Someone's gonna definitely take him off their hands. Wan-Bissaka is not a bad defender, but he's good defensively, but not good going forward. So if they can get a good right back, with the Ugarte in the midfield, that's a spine they're building with experience. So, Manchester United definitely can I think, if the manager change his stubborn ways and go back to the way he was playing at Ajax. Let me throw that in there. If he can play the style that he was playing at Ajax, I think he definitely can, can cause some real problem. If he can change, back to where he was playing in Ajax, then definitely, there can be in shout, because he proved to me that he's better than our ex by far, because he won trophies in his first 2 seasons in the Premier League, and our ex didn't, because Dante is in the chat, so I have to put it our ex. Our ex go to 2 runs, a semi-final and a final, and couldn't win none or the other. So he definitely proved to us that he definitely can do something in the Premier League. He definitely win the Carling Cup the season before, and then he win the FA Cup. So that to show you that he is a winning manager. It's just him have to, change his ways, that he want to play during the regular season. And I think they can cause some problems. I definitely think he can. I don't think he's a bad manager. So Ten Hag, I say here, I don't think he's a bad manager, to be honest. Yeah, 1 or 2 injury, like, that's what I'm saying. Then they will go back to where they were. That you're right. For all of us, like, any injury can give a big setback. That's why one of my biggest concerns, especially about Chelsea, they're letting Andre Santos, go back to Salzburg, on loan. I think it's a call they make too early. I think they should have waited until, after the preseason tour, before they make such a big announcement, because none of us know when Lavia gonna stay fit. Unless they keep in Gallagher, unless Gallagher is staying in something that we don't know about. But for NJ Santos, though, it would be good for him to go out and know that he's gonna get game in, game out, at Strasbourg, because they love him over there. So he definitely will be a player that's gonna be playing almost all the games, because the fans love him. The players, like him over there. The coaching staff, even though it's a new coaching staff, so definitely NJ Santos is one to watch out for. But I think that they should have waited a little bit, before they announce it. Even if they did make the decision, I think that is one that they should have kept, on a quiet, just in case. Even though Lavia is back in training and is training well, but we should have just wait and make sure, because Ugo Chukwu definitely, I would send Ugo Chukwu to Everton, because Onana already left. He's almost on his way to go do medical, so you have to call that's a done deal. But I think that would be a good replacement, for Onana at Everton, and I think he would get game time, because he's definitely a good midfielder, and they like their physical player. Their manager like physical player, and I think that Ugo Chukwu would do well over there in Everton. Yeah, I think he definitely want to go back, because he said on an interview that it wasn't his choice. It wasn't Chelsea's choice for him to go to Strasbourg. It was his choice. He was the one decided that he want to go. He want to go on loan. So it wasn't Chelsea that definitely forced him to go on loan. So it was his choice. But I think that he definitely want to go back on loan to play week in, week out. I'm done for it. I done for it because I definitely want him to get game time because in my point of view, I think he's better than Enzo, honestly. Not because he's a Brazilian, but I think he's gonna be better than Enzo because he got the speed, he got the physicality, and he definitely can pick a pass, and he is a natural goal scorer. He reminds me of Frank Lampard. If you go back and watch his games against his games overall for Brazil or for Flamengo, no, not Flamengo, Vasco da Gama. He come from Vasco da Gama, right? I think it's Vasco da Gama. Yeah, it definitely showed that he is a good defensive midfielder, and he can also be a good box to box midfielder because he do score a lot of goals. So he's very talented. He's a very good talented player. And earlier on, I see that Chelsea have been linked with Vasco da Gama too. The owners are trying to buy a 35% stake in Vasco da Gama, if I get it correctly. But I think Chelsea is trying. They almost get a Vasco da Gama, 35% share. If that go true, then Chelsea would definitely have a team in South America. No, yeah, bro. I'm not saying it's good like Lampard, though. I'm not saying it's good like Lampard. I know that I need to slow down, but what I'm saying, the comparison, like, you got to hire for a goal in that type of way. Not saying it's good like Lampard. Let me make that clear, for everyone that's watching. I'm not saying it's good like Lampard, but you can see, a little bit of Lampard inside of that player. He definitely have a high for goal. He's just the type of midfielder, like he's smart on his movements, towards the 18-yard box, and he can shoot too. He got a good shot on him. He don't reach Frank. I hold my hands up. He don't reach Frank Lampard level as yet. But in the future though, his name can be called among some of the best. Depends on how the coach uses him. Because as I said, his finishing is not that bad as a midfielder. Very, very talented. He can on the ball, off the ball movements. Is late running into the box. His heading ability is not that bad either. He scored a few headers that I see. So in that way, he definitely showed that he is a good midfielder, and he can be better by playing game time. He will definitely be there. Oh, definitely. If you want to come on and talk about sugar, no problem, bro. No problem. I think I sent you the link, but I was messing with you. But you definitely can come on and talk about sugar. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. But so far though in the transfer window, we'll talk a little bit about Liverpool. So far, we haven't seen Liverpool make any move as yet. I know that they're saying that Liverpool haven't signed any player. I haven't seen Liverpool link with no one. Like everything is so silent over there with Liverpool. Liverpool, the only player they were linked with was Lenny Euro, but they were saying that the player definitely is going to Real Madrid, and they didn't even put a bid in. And Manchester United take advantage of it. So now the player is at Manchester United, and not at Liverpool. But what's definitely going on, there with Liverpool. Liverpool is so silent. Oscar Bob is linked to Chelsea from Manchester City. Yeah, Oscar Bob is. I've been linked with Chelsea. That's another young protege will definitely come to Chelsea if Manchester City are willing to sell to Chelsea. But Pep Guardiola and Manchester City have this rules where they definitely, if a player want to leave, they don't try to hold him back. And probably Oscar Bob is looking at the way Levi sorry, not Levi Colwell, of Cole Palmer leave Manchester City, and we all see what he growed and become. The boy become a man at Chelsea. So you definitely probably sit there and see. And Alvarez is the same thing too, because I think that a lot of these Manchester City players that's not getting the game time that they really want. I know that they definitely watch and see what Cole Palmer, do in the Premier League, and they were like, if it was us, we probably can do the same thing too. Because much as Manchester City are winning, players want to win trophies. Players want to play games. Player want to be involved. No one want to go down in the history of a player that's been in the squad and never win nothing. So I definitely think that none of these players will definitely move on from Manchester City, especially the younger players. If they're not getting game time, they definitely will consider to leave, especially if they know where they're going. They will stand a chance. They definitely will want to move on. So good take that, bro. Good take that, Andy. I really appreciate it, bro. Good take on it. They definitely can consider leaving Manchester City. So let us see what's happened, because Manchester City already bring in only one player so far, and he's a winger too. So play simplest for ask about playing. So probably he's looking at it and said, I don't stand a chance. And if you don't stand a chance, then why stay? Let me see what Dante is saying right here. Oh, we're still looking for another right foot winger. I'm not sure if Oscar Bob is a right foot player, Dante, or Andy, or Rich Money Maker. If you guys know, just put it up in the comment section for me, because I don't remember if he's a right foot or left foot player. But I know that he's definitely a good player though. Like his movements and his IQ is very good for what I see. But that Manchester City style of play, or the system play, sometimes make play look really good. So let us see what happened. And he already played under the manager too, so probably that's why he been linked to Chelsea, because of the way he was a part of the youth team that Enzo coach. Okay, let me see what Dante say right here. Oh, so Bob is a right winger, but we already got so many right winger. I think we're looking for left winger, if I'm correct. I think we're looking for left winger, because I think that I thought we move away from left winger now. I don't think we're looking for no more left winger. I think we're looking for right winger. I think we're looking for left winger now. Someone to compete with Sterling and Modric, if I'm correct. Striker and GA. The thing is though, with the goalkeeper situation, let me touch on the goalkeeper situation, because this situation is one that let me think that where I said we are going to finish in the top four, this will let me have to probably change my prediction a little bit, because if we definitely going with Sanchez, Sanchez is Art Attack FC, to be quite honest, man. I don't know what I really think about this number one spot. I think that we definitely need a better goalkeeper. His passing range is way of playing from the back. I don't know if it was because of under Pochettino, and we all know that Pochettino is not really a big fan of the passing from the back type, because we all know Hugo Lloris, that he was the former French captain and international. We all know that he definitely never used to play that way when he was at Tottenham. So I don't know, but this goalkeeper situation is the only one right now. Not even a striker. The striker don't even worry me right now. More like how the goalkeeper situation is worrying me right now. That's my biggest concern. My biggest concern is the goalkeeping situation at Chelsea right now. That's the one I'm more worried about. And with the incoming, I think right now we need to concentrate on even the outgoings too. I would definitely love for us to get probably a goalkeeper. If I saw a good goalkeeper come in, I would really smile because I know definitely we need someone better than Sanchez. I think that we should try to sell him off to Saudi Arabia. I don't trust him as a goalkeeper, honestly. That's just my honest take on it. I don't really trust him as a goalkeeper. Yep. So Escobar prefer foot is left foot, but he can. Oh, so he can play. That means he can play on both sides, and so he's more like a left footer, but he can use both right. Thank you, Dante, for this information because I watch him play, but I just can't remember where I saw him play. But if he can play on the left, with both, as you said, with both feet, that would be good. But I don't think that we definitely need too much more right winger because we already got Cole Palmer that can play out there, and the way out, and then if we're gonna use a midfielder tree, most of the time I think Cole Palmer gonna probably play on the right. Let us see what Enzo Maresca bring forward. But I can't, to be honest, man, I can't wait for the season to start. To be honest, the season is very, very gonna be very, very excited. I can't wait for Wednesday to see the first preseason game. Not gonna get any sleep. But I would definitely try to be up to watch the game. Or as soon as I come from work, I probably won't do any shows. I'll just try to get me some sleep. Because the game's gonna be 10 p.m. at night, so we'll over like 12 a.m. and I have to get up by 4 o'clock. So let us see how it goes. But I'm trying to plan that my day around that one. See how it goes. But I can't wait to see the first preseason game. To see what the coach gonna bring because all the players already been talking about what he's doing in training and they love what they see. So it would be a good look for me. If they definitely can adapt quickly, to the style of play, the way how we want to play. If they can put in the performance that I'm expecting, it will definitely be a good look because the main thing is if the players can adapt to the style because I already know we already got the talent. So if the players can get exactly what the managers or the coach trying to trying to in place, it will definitely help us because it will definitely help us to push on and to have a good season because the team's already there. To be quite honest, if we're supposed to be honest with ourselves, we only gonna lie to ourselves if we said Chelsea don't got a good team. Right? Chelsea definitely have a good team. And the same thing to go for with Manchester United. They do have a good team. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that Manchester United have a bad team. It's just the way how the coach is trying to coach them. That's the biggest concern for me when it come on to Manchester United. So I definitely think Manchester United and Chelsea will be up there. As I said earlier, one of the biggest concern for me is Liverpool. I don't know what Liverpool is definitely going to bring to the table. Tottenham, sorry Andy, but Tottenham always going to be Tottenham until I see they start to put in some real good signing, for the coach because the coach is a good coach, So it's not that bad. yeah, you know me, Dante. I can't be negative of something that I don't see. I can never be negative of something that I never see, or I have to see first before I make my decision. So I'm not gonna be the negative one. I'm gonna be positive because this man have to prove me wrong. You show me if he show me that he can improve the team, and I see the team is improving, then I can say yes, fully 100 back him. But when I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna write him off before he even kick a ball, like I cannot do it. So I'm gonna be right there in the middle. And Manchester United, man, Fabrizio trying to hit Fiorentina with a low blow. The 20 million that they agreed to sign the player. He he definitely Manchester United definitely don't want to pay it, so they're trying to negotiate to try to get him on a lower fee. Amrabat was a good player in the World Cup. Unfortunate that he go to Manchester United, where the manager didn't use him after he fight so hard to get him. You know, but let us see where he's gonna go. But Amrabat, to Manchester United is really off at this point in time, unless they can come to the $20 million agreement with team from Spain is trying to get him too. So I don't know if it's Barcelona. And Anthony is planning to stay at Manchester United from Fabrizio Romano. The plan is to stay at Manchester United. New coach, new style, new player, new kid. I'm gonna say something, man. I hear everyone is saying that they don't like the new kid. If you like the new kit, drop a like and drop a comment in the comment section, because this new kit is growing. It's definitely growing day by day on me. It don't look that bad at all. It definitely don't look that bad, like what a lot of people been saying. To be honest, I saw a lot of people been buying it and put it up, and it's this new kit looks really, 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 really good. This new kit looks really, really, really nice. Like, it's growing on me day by day. And from my number one fan, the Notorious Stash, thank you for this number one fan super chat. I really appreciate it. You see that smile on my face. Let me leave that up there for a while, man. Thank you, Notorious Stash. Okay, let me put that. That's the same thing with me, Dante. When it just come out, it looks kind of weird, and I was really concerned about it. Like, I was wondering, like, where they get this from. But after I saw like people buy it and actually put it on, it definitely is growing on me. To be quite honest, for me, it's not even a 5 right now. It's more like a 6 or 7. Out of 10. That's how it looks to me right now, because it's definitely. And then I saw the video with Eden Hazard with it and the full kit, and I was like, this looks so good. So for me right now, like the kit, I think it's growing. Soon as the in I think we're getting new sponsors overall. So as soon as the sponsor go on it, I think that it will give it a different shape. But even without the sponsor though, like, I would definitely buy it. I think what Chelsea is doing, man, I think they're smart. I think they always delay with the sponsorship because of a lot of people want to buy it without the sponsor, and then when the sponsor go on it, a lot of people probably want to buy it with the sponsor, even though they already buy it without the sponsorship. It's probably a tactics they're using, to help boost the financial, and if that's the case, that's a very smart, way out to think and way out to do it. But I definitely think that it's definitely growing. It's something that's really growing, and it seems like it's gonna be probably an 8 out of 10. Once they put the rest of stuff on there, on the shirt, the sleeve of the shirt, the sponsorship, and definitely the training kit. And the next thing I want to talk about, um, I want to I want to ask Dante this question because you tune in late. What do you think about Conte? Do you think Conte is a legend of the game? Or one of the goat in this midfield, in the midfield area, not overall. Like the Lionel Messi or whatever, but in the midfield, where Conte play. I think they should name that role of N'Golo Kante, because I think that definitely N'Golo Kante, man, is one of a kind. I think that we will never see another N'Golo Kante. I think Kante name should live on forever. Yep. So you say the second and third. I saw the second and I saw the second and third, but I saw Eden Hazard was in I don't know if it's a training kit or the one that you put over the shirt when they're coming out on the pitch. Like, I like that one too. Like that blue, like it's just a different type of blue. Looks really really nice. So I see what a lot of people are saying, but you know as I start to see like the players in it, it's just like, oh, this is something different. Something that I would really take. Because it's something different. It's just not like the normal. It's just different. Probably that's why a lot of people don't really like it, because they don't like different. Don't try different stuff. But for me, like the difference of it, is something that's growing with me. The difference, it's just different. It's not one of those normal. No, I know he's not leaving Saudi. To be quite honest, I know he's not leaving Saudi because I don't think that's the Saudi team. They will really let go of N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante is there, especially that performance that he put down inside in the Euros. I think that they definitely want to keep him there, because they're trying to promote their country for the upcoming, not this World Cup coming, but the World Cup after. They're definitely trying to keep all the big name players that they got over there, because he's trying to see, they're still trying to get more, because Aubameyang already went over there, and they're still looking for more players, to even younger players, to go over there, because if you notice, a lot of these players that over there in Saudi Arabia, they still get called for the national team. They still Laporte, he still get called up for Spain, and he win the Euros. Kante still get called up for um, for France, and Ronaldo still go to Portugal, and many of those other players, still get called up for their national team. So it's not like they went over there. You remember when the Chinese league, the Chinese league tried something similar, and then soon as the players went over there to China, they never get called up for their national team. I think that the main thing is all of these players are still getting called up for their national teams. So I think that's the big difference right now with Saudi Arabia and when the Chinese Super League did come in, because I think they're trying to compare the Saudi to the Chinese league, and I think that's where people get it wrong. Yeah, and he make a decision to go get paid too. So That's definitely one of the thing too. But he didn't make the decision on his own though, because it was Chelsea that willing to let him go because he was willing to sign the contract too. So that's really good, And Rabio from I've linked with Liverpool, and he's linked with Manchester United. Where will Rabio go? One of the latest news that popped up. Oh, the Saudi league would also grow, but they may just target player who follow. Um, they're definitely gonna grow. To be quite honest, indefinite. You're 100% correct. They're only gonna see that league getting better. That's what I was saying with the Chinese league. The Chinese league was just a statement for them to try to, get the World Cup. But after they realized that it wasn't gonna work, if you notice what happened, they started to cut all these players' contract because even Oscar went over there and made the bag. I think Oscar was one of the only players that really stayed over there. Because he couldn't miss out on that money. He chose his family. He chooses family over international duties, and sometimes you have to make a choice as a man. So he made the choice to go over there and get the bag so he can better his family for generation, and nothing wrong with that. But the Saudi league's only going to get better, though. To be honest, it's only going to get better. I can see it from afar that it's only going to get better because right now I can watch the Saudi Pro League where I'm at. We come on Bein Sports where I can watch the Saudi League every single game that played over there. And Chelsea, guys, Chelsea's trying to sign Gabriel Mack, and the deal so far is going well. So probably by next week or week after, we get the year we go. But other European teams are monitoring the situation, so it's not a guarantee that Chelsea may sign him. If you guys like Gabriel Mack, man, leave a comment in the comment section. This kid is the next Neymar, as what I see, man. This kid is very, very talented, and he's also a left winger. He's not a right winger. He is. All right, thank you, Dante. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you for the support, bro. Big up, big up, big up. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate it, bro. My biggest concern, though, indefinite, is more likely. I'm more worrying about not even the striker. I saw people being putting up that we link with Ollie Watkinson, for the striker place. But my biggest problem right now is definitely the goalkeeper. That's my biggest concern. I'm more worried about the goalkeeper right now than I'm worried about even a striker because Christopher Nkuku, Nicholas Jackson, Guy, or if I pronounce his name, Mark Guy, is a striker that can finish. Washington only gonna get better. Whisper is a beast. Once he come back from his injury, who else is there? So my biggest problem is not the striker, to be honest. If I can get Ollie Watkinson, I would take him. Or Ivan Tony would fit well with the squad with his link up play, and therefore, so it would be a Ivan Tony or Watkinson. If we're getting one or the other, I would definitely take. But if not, my biggest concern would more be the striker, not the striker, the goalkeeper, because I'm still worried about Sanchez. Petrovic, we all know that he cannot play the style that Mariska want to play. He's not a ball playing goalkeeper, which he's young, so he probably can develop to be that. But Sanchez, I'm more concerned about Sanchez. He's more likely one that I don't really trust. But overall, my biggest problem it would be a goalkeeper. So if we're gonna splash the cash, it's either Ollie Watkinson or Ivan Tony, in my humble opinion, or we just use that money and go get the Porto goalkeeper, or the Aston Villa goalkeeper, one or the other. Those are my two favorite goalkeeper that I would definitely go for, who I know more about. So my biggest concern would be more likely the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper situation is more for me than anything else. I, so I was just listening to Fabrizio Romano. He was still talking about Gabriel Mack to Chelsea. It's definitely a good look, as according to what he's saying. So let us see how it goes. All right, let me see. We need that's my biggest concern is the goalkeeper. But if I definitely can get the rest, it would be a benefit of the yeah for us. But Ivan Tony or Ollie Watkinson, I like Ollie Watkinson. His style of play, will suit us well because he's a player that run behind. He's a player that can drop deep and go behind. The same thing with Ivan Tony, similar, but Ivan Tony is more like a hold up type and move. So there's a lot of players that we can look at, but I would rather get a proven prem goal scoring striker than really go into the market to get someone that never played in the prem before. So that's my biggest concern is to get a striker that never played in the prem. I don't really trust, for us to get a striker that never played in the prem. You know, I think we already done too much of that. So I think that right now we definitely have to get a striker that know the Premier League, and also not only know the Premier League, but already proven and been there and done it in the Premier League. So that would be my biggest concern is to get a striker that's really know the Premier League. I just do not see but Rafford selling their striker. Villa will need Ollie Watkins for the Champions League. Yeah, I understand that they need Ollie Watkins for the Champions League. So I'm not definitely saying we're gonna get him, but I'm just saying if we're definitely gonna go for a striker, those are the two that I would definitely go for. And other from that is just a goalkeeper because I know that we do got players that can put the ball in the back of the net. Especially when Christopher and Kuku, if he come back fit, as according to him, he's getting fitter and fitter every day. And if we can get all these players fit for the start of the season, know that we can create a lot of problems. So that's why I'm not really worried about a striker, to say because my main target right now would be a goalkeeper because definitely that's the only weak point I see right now in our team is definitely the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper department is the weakest I see. Yeah, those are all right. Those are my favorite too. You know, as you put it, as you say right there, Watkins, Tony, Isaac, and Alvarez. You know, 100. I'm 100%. I'm 100% with you right there because they already knew the league. The only thing they can do is get better. You know, and with game time, that definitely gonna bring a lot of competition to the team. You know, Nicholas Jackson gonna have to sort of be clinical. So I'm not really worried about player. It's the man who can do the job. You know, so who can do the job and score the goals when they need to. Those are the players that I really want to see in the squad. It's not about just the name. You know, I'm not. Arsenal signed a new goalkeeper, Tammy from Ajax. I think we need a striker because we ah honestly, yeah, we do. I'm not saying we don't need one, but I'm saying like the place that we definitely need to strengthen, you know, is just the goalkeeping situation. After that, then we can fill all the gaps, all the rest of gaps. But my main thought is more about about the goalkeeping situation because I think that's our weakest part right now. The weakest link right now we got is the goalkeeping. The goalkeeping, just the one that I don't got no confidence at all in, like none at all. Like I'm trying everything to be confident in the way that I want to say yes, the goalkeepers, but I just don't trust these goalkeepers. I definitely don't trust these goalkeepers at all. I'm searching for more news, but I haven't seen no more news popping up. So I'm gonna wrap up the show in 5 minutes. I'm looking for more news, but there's no more news popping up. So I know Coach Show started in the next few hours. Um, I think we have three weak point or a center back point and striker, and I only trust Pekovic for. I trust Petrovic more than the rest of goalkeepers we got. But my problem is the way how the coach want to play. I don't know if Petrovic can do it, but he definitely can learn because he's very young. So I would sell Sanchez and I would keep Petrovic. You know, he can learn. To be honest, because playing from the back is not that hard. Just the goalkeeper just have to learn. Just how to use the ball a little bit better. So that would be my biggest concern with Petrovic is just we would have to play a little bit sometime more longer ball, than normal. But Sanchez, I don't trust him. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a great chill live stream today, bro. Thank you. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. Yeah, today is just a very let's go through a few little topics, nothing too extra today. Because there's not a lot of news, to be honest, there to really talk about. We already covered majority of all the news that's going around. Tottenham played a game yesterday. I think they win 2 goals to 1 or 2 goals to 0. Archer Gray, good signing for Tottenham, but I think Tottenham still need few more signings. Andy, because I know you're a Tottenham fan, so they need few more signings in my part. I think that the manager need another right back and probably another left back, and also you probably need a striker. Archie Gray is a good addition to you guys' team, but I think you guys still need a striker. you know, and still need a backup for Ndogi, you know, and for Pedro. So you guys still need about 3 or 4 signings, to be honest. You know, after that, then you guys can probably, you know, compete. But after I see you guys make those signings, then I will probably you know, predict. But we're gonna do a Premier League predict show, you know, before the start of the Premier League. I'm just giving you guys a couple more weeks, you know, to see if the team play a little bit more in preseason before I will go to the prediction, you know, so you guys can do your Premier League predictions. So and we're gonna do some giveaways too and Andy, you need to get an X account, bro. You need to get an X account because we're gonna do a lot of raffling on this show, especially for the Premier League upcoming season. We're gonna make it entertaining, you know, not only just talk about football, but, you know, see how good you know about football. We got a lot of things coming up in the pipeline for the upcoming season. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I know if you could, bro, I know you would have been here, bro. No problem, no problem. Yeah, man. The next show probably be Thursday or so. You know, let us see what's going on. If no news pop off by tomorrow, you know, we will see. But I don't think there's nothing much going on today, to be honest. You know, I'm just working on backstage, you know, some stuff for the upcoming season, some prize and giveaways, and you know, but you guys have to have PayPal. You know, I don't have, you guys have to have like a PayPal or one of those things that you can use, you know, to receive your winning. So if you don't have PayPal, just sign up for a PayPal. You know, and you have to have an X account too, so you can message on X. Because that's the best way we can communicate and give out those winning. But I want to say thank you to each and everyone that joined the show today. You know, it was a very nice show. You know, wasn't fussy. It was just talk about, you know, what we think about the Premier League and Chelsea and the rest of the team in general. So I want to say thank you guys, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. You know, share it with your family and friends because it do help the channel. You know, thank you each and everyone who always take the time out to watch us. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
From my bad place, oh yeah, tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays, all it is let me see through. I always said this is that I'm staying around people. Finding my own path like I'm writing my own sequel. Two-faced people all around, they be evil. 2021, you can never trust nobody. Good and bad thoughts on my mind, they be crowded. Pushing to get past his limits, then he see he bought it. Family worked hard, but I never guess I'm found it. Came a long way in my dream, now I be drowning. Stay dying, I hear got some hearts pounded. Multi-talented, my passion, I haven't found it. Yeah, in my home, I was never ever doubted. I'm here from my bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays, all in the